Guys, meet Cheesecan. He's gonna be my Iron Man for World of Warcraft Classic. The rules of the Iron Man challenge are simple. First, you cannot use the auction house, purchase any items from a vendor, and no item with a higher than common quality may be equipped at any time. But I'm taking this one step farther. To add even more difficulty to the challenge, I've altered my UI so that my only available means of travel is using my minimap. Now, albeit I haven't had a way to lock access to the world map, but trust me that it will not be used throughout the duration of the challenge. The third piece, which is standard to any Iron Man challenge, is that death is completely unacceptable. Dying at any point in the challenge means that the challenge is failed and forfeit. And furthermore, because I'm a madman, Cheesecan will not be using any spells or abilities, and will have no access to professions. Everything must be obtained from mobs or quests only. With the rules of the challenge out of the way, let's get started. So, my UI is pretty basic here. I only have the unit frames and the minimap activated up there. Because I am not using any spells or abilities, I've decided to shut off all of my action bars, and I will only have access to the tooltip there for other mob information. I also will be shutting off the chat so that I do not have any information from the chat window. That should just about do it. So, with everything out of the way from the chat, let's get started on killing some boars. You can see that the world map doesn't even work, so that will not be accessed throughout the challenge there. I've kind of tried to disable it as best I can. You've all seen the starting zone for the trolls, orcs, doesn't matter. We're just going to start by killing some boars here. Pretty basic stuff with our autos. Nothing too difficult in the first part of the challenge here. On to the next boar. That one went down pretty quick. These are not. There's not gonna be any difficulty in the first. I would probably guess about 10 levels or so. There's gonna be 0 difficulty, maybe even 12, depending on when I can get to the barons. I think probably the barons is when this would pick up in difficulty and mobs might start presenting more of a challenge. Boars just go down pretty quick. Nothing exciting there, you know? It's an easy enemy. And of course the game's gonna be easy. It wants to be nice to you, so you play more. Before it realizes that you're gonna die and crush your hopes and dreams and never reach level 60 on this Iron Man challenge. Why am I doing this to myself? Oh. I think the primary means of leveling for this account is also going to be grinding. I strictly have no clue where quests are without having some type of an add-on. I am not a vanilla baby. I did not make it to level 60, even in vanilla, so I already have 0 clue what I'm doing. But why did I pick a rogue? So my main is already a warrior, and there's no way that I would subject myself to leveling as a warrior on an Iron Man challenge with auto attacks only, so I decided to go with the troll. Made it a rogue. Figured, okay, this will be pretty straightforward. And yeah, I mean, plus I get the access to the beast slaying passive, so since I'm not allowed to use spells and abilities, I kind of just went with the better passive here. Although axes would be pretty good. And there we go. So, with the first quest out of the way, we're ready to continue on and make our way to the next set of quests. Of course, the next quest is to talk to your class trainer, which is entirely useless for me. There's nothing I need from you, class trainer. I'm already the ultimate rogue. I am an iron rogue. I can't use spells and abilities anyway, so it'd be completely useless to train them. So I guess gold saved is money earned, which is probably going to be one of the nicer aspects of playing an Iron Man here. I don't have to buy anything, so that's a lot of gold saved. I suppose technically I can't even buy my mount per the rules of the challenge, since I'm not allowed to buy vendor items. So that'll be interesting, but it's gonna be a long time before we even get to level 40. I suspect with my play schedule and the amount of time I have to dedicate to the Iron Man, it's probably going to be roughly a 6-month process. I've been playing my main, and according to that, I have only reached level 47 in 6 days and 15 hours. So by that calculation, that puts me at an average of 0.3 levels an hour, or about 3.4 hours per level is the average. So, oh boy, let's see here now. We get 60 levels, 3.3 hours per level. It's going to take at least 198 hours to hit 60. And that was on a main, which was using non-white items. He had access to dungeons, a full suite of add-ons and quests, and did not auto-attack only. I suspect that mine will probably be an additional 50 hours on top of that, depending on the kill times. And I'll have more accurate calculations as we continue this journey and calculate the amount of time it takes me to kill certain items, or times to kill certain mobs. But 2 hours a day, perhaps, maybe we can get there. And let's see here. Well, 60 levels. Let's see, 2.3, assuming it'll take the 198. 2 hours a day. We're looking at 3 months. But at least it's 3 months of content you get to watch and enjoy. Ooh, shameless plug. So killing boars and scorpions, nothing difficult. I mean, most of the time I spent killing these guys, for the 40 minutes I killed them or so, it was pretty easy to dispatch them, even at low HP. I don't think I let my health restore more than to 30 or so points there. And, ooh, I forgot that I still had the vendor price add-on attached. I will be shutting that off as well. I kind of want things to be a surprise when I find them. We discover the prices later together. Oh, sweet, sweet world drops. I suspect that I'll find at least one of those along the way, but considering I can't use the auction house for the duration of the challenge, it's going to be a long time before those ever get sold. But maybe I can use them if I ever find one. Ooh, the first bit of danger. Oh, I pulled 2 mobs at the same time. Now we're good. We're good. Told you we're good. I assure you, I did live through that encounter. I did not die so far. That was a video editing error on my part. Ignore it. So, yeah, here we go. Anyway, back to the grind. So we're just killing some more scorpions. Completing this first set of quests is certainly making for quite the easy first day. Hey, man. Be seeing you.